Hi, boys and girls. Today is Wednesday. It is October the 28th, 2020. And we're getting close to finishing up this week and this amazing book that we've been reading. Well, I chose one of the pages from the book that we read called The Day of the Dead, and I found this diagram of the altar that they have or that they create for the person who passed away. When you look at this diagram, it is a photograph of somebody's altar in their home. We see the picture of somebody back there, and we also see different things around the picture with words that tell us what they are. Those words are called labels. That's a different type of text feature. So this diagram is going to help me when I want to write my main idea in details. So looking at this picture, this photograph of an altar, down here at the bottom we see the word flowers. And we see a little arrow pointing to the flowers at the bottom. And we remember that in this story, they talked about how they used flowers, especially marigolds, to decorate this altar. In green, we see the word skeleton, pointing down to the skeleton candy on the altar. And we remember from the story that these are sugar skulls, skulls made out of sugar and decorated beautifully, just like the masks that they wear or the way they paint their face. The other green word is candles, and its arrow is pointing to a picture of a candle as well. And then they also show food. The word food is written in the blue bubble, and it shows a particular type of food that this person may have liked. We know that they also have the different sweet bread that they used during this time, but this picture helps us to find, this picture shows the details of what the altar looks like. So when we go ahead and look at our chart, at our graphic organizer, for our main idea in detail, we can see that up at the top we have a title called The Day of the Dead. That is the title of our book. We know that people in Mexico build an altar to honor a loved one who has passed away. So we're focusing on the altar that they build, not on the costumes, the dancing, the masks, and other things. So from this picture that we saw, we now know that the main idea of this part of the book is the altar that they built. So let's see if we can look at some of the details that support that main idea. One of the details we added to this is that they put flowers on the altar. So the altar is the main idea, and flowers are on the altar. They also put sugar skulls on the altar. That's another detail. That was in our picture, and it even was labeled. Another detail is that they have special foods put on the altar, and that was also labeled in that photograph. So boys and girls, main idea in detail is really just finding what is that section or what is that book all about. Even that one page, we were able to choose a main idea because it showed everything about the altar. And then we used the picture to help us pick out the details that showed why the altar, or how the altar, was decorated. So when you're working on main idea in detail in your nonfiction books, you don't have to tell us about the whole book. Pick a part of the book. What is that section of the book all about? And what are the details that support that?